Morning, 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 everybody. How you guys doing? This is a good old Reverend Ordo, and this is Sunday morning news here on the Anonymous Republic Network, and this is the Gray Jedi TV. Now, we're going to be covering a few things today. We're going to cover a few things today, and now we're going to cover um, the Israel U.S. attack on Iran, the death of a Iranian leader Khomeini, um, who allegedly had a 40-year reign. Um, now, um, I've been really keeping my thoughts really close because it's really it's really getting out of hand here, man. It's getting crazy here. So again, this is going to be a little crazy today. And we're also going to cover Xbox today as well. Got my Xbox mug, cup of coffee. Um, we're also going to cover a few things, another thing as well. Um, I will be on Monday morning. Monday, I will be on the Worldwide Resistance Network Roundtable Monday, and we're going to cover the entire attack on Iran by our government and Israel. Um, now, uh, this is breaking news. 29 minutes ago, U.S. military says 3 service members killed and 5 seriously wounded in Iran operation. Okay. Now, am I buying it? No, I'm not buying this shit. On Sunday, U.S. Central Command announced 3 service members were killed and 5 seriously wounded during combat operations against Iran. Now, after the killing of Ayatollah Al Khamenei, a barrage of Iranian retaliatory strikes target U.S. military installations across the Middle East on Sunday, and Israeli forces launched a wave of attacks on Iran on Sunday, which is today. U.S. officials said several other U.S. service members sustained minor shrapnel injuries and concussions and are being returned to duty while identities of the dead are withheld until 24 hours until next of kin is notified. Now, let's pause right here, okay, guys. Let's really pause for a moment here. Um, this is what Netanyahu wanted. This is exactly what Netanyahu wanted, man. He wanted this, and he brought our military involved in this bullshit, right? Has Iran attacked us directly from where they're at to here? No, no, right? Israel wanted this war with Iran. Netanyahu wanted this war with Iran. Israel targeted their scientists, their engineers. They have basically bombed every installation in Iran. Okay. Netanyahu wanted this. Now he's getting it. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Israel, dude. Fuck them. Yeah. Um, but the thing is, what's going through the minds of these service members, right? What's going on in the minds of every service member involved in this fiasco? Um, it's really I don't know. It's not. It ain't good. It's not good. You know. What I mean is like we're so buddy with Israel. Why? Why are we so buddy with Israel? I mean, within the last 3 years, 3 4 years, Israel and Hamas. Um, Netanyahu wanted this shit, man. Um, CENTCOM said major combat operations continue while air travel across the Middle East has come to a standstill with many cancellations from March 1st and none for March 2nd. Analysts warn that over the next few weeks, oil prices could reach at least $3.10 to $3.50 a gallon, as about 20% of trade oil through Strait of Hormuz. Um, something ain't right, man. Something's not right at all here. Um, it's really the story has only 15% left political bias coverage. Basically, no coverage. But 19%, that's some Newsmax. It's covered by CTV. It's covered by Reuters, CBS News, USA Today, Globe.com, Daily Express, SVD, WTOP, and The Sun. Um, Also covered by Owl Monitor. It's also covered by Svenska, which is a Russian, um, Russian Ukrainian news thing there. So it is insane, dude. I mean, come on. Um, Wall Street Journal, data centers unplugged at once posed new threat to U.S. power grids. Trump says Iranian bombing campaign could last a week or as long as necessary. Oil jumps 10% on Iran conflict and could spike to $100 a barrel, analysis say. U.S. and Israel's clash with Iran at Emergency Security Council meeting. UN chief condemns attack. This is from the United Nations. U.S. Israel clash with Iran at Emergency Security Council meeting. UN chief condemns the attack. The UN Secretary General Guterres condemns the airstrike as violating international law and Iran's retaliation as violating the sovereignty of several countries. The U.S. and Israel defends the airstrike as necessary to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, while Iran condemned the attack as war crimes. The United States Israel clash with Iran at an emergency UN Security Council meeting regarding recent airstrikes. Here's the thing. Here's the issue. Our government in Israel is so worried that Iran might have nuclear weapons, right? When was the last time we heard Iran launched a nuclear missile? Haven't. When was the last time we heard about Iran sending nuclear rockets to Israel? Never. Never. Okay, never. So my question is this. What are my thoughts on this? It's a war crime. And once again, our government is using our military to fight along Israel to commit war crimes. And it's not good internationally, right? Trump is up there right now with George W. Bush as a war criminal president. Um, and at the UN Security Council meeting, I mean, months ago, we heard the leader of who was it? Not Palestine. Another Pakistan. Pakistani leader really just tore into the president of Israel like he just gave him a verbal bitch slap, a international verbal bitch slap to his face, man. Um, and the thing is, like, I'm speaking as a human being, okay, as an individual here. I'm speaking as a man, as a human being, as an American that sees this as bullshit. Um, to me, this is straight up bullshit, and it is bullshit. It's bullshit. So, um, I sat there laughing because the Pakistani president verbally bitch slapped the Israeli president at the UN. The UN the UN Security Council meeting completely verbally bitch slapped the guy, and he stood there just like had nothing to say because he knew it's true. He knew it was true. And I mean, you got to really um, understand international that there are international laws, okay, and there's still a warrant, a global warrant for Netanyahu. Okay, now what would happen if Netanyahu gets arrested? Okay, what would happen? Okay, now we all know. See, we all know what would happen if Netanyahu gets arrested. Okay, hear me out. The U.S. first, it'll be tariffs being raised, right, until Netanyahu is released. Well, I'm sorry, you can't. Look, then all of a sudden it's like, there, could there be a military raid on the international courts? Um, if it happens, that means a war crime was just committed by our president and people involved and who did the operation. And there'll be an international arrest warrant for our president if it happens. I mean, heavily. You now, international law can trump our laws. Okay, um, because it is international. Okay, now, people here had to understand. Yeah, we have a constitution. Okay, we do, but there still is international laws. There still is international criminal court. Okay, now George W. Bush removed us from the courts. Just because you removed us from the courts don't mean that we're going to be that our president going to be protected. No, 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 no. If there could be a arrest warrant for the founder of Hamas and Benjamin Netanyahu, there could be the same thing for our president. I mean, I mean, of course, he'll be like, "Well, we're going to protect him." No, no, no. Hey, you got to understand. If look, we all know. I mean, we all know Obama violated international law by dropping drone missiles on a wedding, right? On a wedding, which killed 20, almost 25 people. Was it 30 people during his 8 years and shit? I mean, come on, man, shit, dude. And then you have George W. Bush, which pretty much caused a war crime in general by going to Iraq, by lying to the American people. Exactly what Trump is doing. He's lying to you guys. The reason why the attack on Iran is necessary. We still have Congress, man, right? But the thing is, most of the Congress is on Trump's side. On Trump's side, right? So, how many Republicans that have a common mind to think that Orange Man fat ass is out of control with these terrorists and shit? Now he's working with his basically his whatever, and it's a war crime, man. It's a war crime, you know. Okay, now I want to get to Let's see here. Okay. Um, okay, let's see here. There's a protest right now in France. Um, okay, here you go. Trump said here, Trump warned Iran but not retaliate after. Well, let's look. Look, let's all be honest here. By him saying that Iran better not retaliate, um, look, if Iran retaliates, Orange Man fuck up. It's because you went along with Bibi Bitchy Netanyahu, who basically had you send our military over there to commit international war crimes, you fucking Orange Man cocksucker. You know, this is a complete bullshit, man. You know, question. Can you guys smell it? The false flag, right? I can smell the false flag and it smells shitty. I'm not buying this, man. You know, I'm not, man. I'm not, because look, this is completely this is look, Trump is doing what Netanyahu wants done. Think Netanyahu wants to bomb Iran, like completely destroy Iran, right? Israel wants something done, but brings our military involved here. Do you think? I mean, do you think military uh, personnel wants this? Probably not. Why? Because they're being ordered to do a war crime. Simple as that. Okay, now let's get out of that for now. Now there's a no the new CEO of Xbox is let's see here okay now the new CEO of Xbox is pretty much right now um trying to fix what was didn't really wasn't good before. Um, if y'all remember going to the store and buying the 1 month for 3 months, 12-month cards, now now you got these call it these trying to think here. Um trying to think here. Let me see here. Let me see. Look. Let me look here real quick, guys. Please bear with me. Game Pass, the Game Pass, right? The Game Pass, right? Game Pass. Now, 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 the whole thing, with Xbox right now, um, it's not really. I don't know if AU like the idea or what. Um, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is from IGN. Let's see here. This is from IGN. Let's see here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's that? Where's it at? Where's that? All right.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again. You've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift. Well, welcome back to Next Gen Console Watch, our show following the latest gaming hardware. I'm David Hatfield. As always, I'm joined by Ryan McCaffrey, host of Podcast Live, and Max Tuco, host of Podcast Beyond. Now, you heard the news last week. Brian had a bombshell report that Phil Spencer has retired from Xbox. Sarah Bond resigns. AI exec Sasha Sharma is the new CEO. It's a huge, surprising shakeup that closes the book on an entire era of Xbox and leaves many questions unanswered. So the situation Sharma's walking into is one where Xbox can't sell its hardware. Doesn't seem to be a lot of love or enthusiasm for the brand these days. However, Xbox is finally releasing great games on the reg, finding great success as a third-party publisher on PlayStation and Nintendo. Sharma immediately became very visible and accessible to gamers on social media. Ryan, you've had your own interaction with her. She says she wants to usher in the return of Xbox.
Now, here's the thing. There has been killer games coming on Xbox. Killer games, I've had the first Xbox, the 360, the Xbox One. I have the Xbox Series S, and I like it. I love it. I mean, it's a great console. Now the like the gamers that play on the Xbox, right? The Xboxers, right? They're beginning to not be happy with who's coming in as a new CEO.
Recommit to their core fans. She says she will bring a renewed commitment to Xbox, starting with consoles. So she's at least saying all the right things. She wants to win over fans and earn some easy wins for Xbox. Five things in the short term. The first has to do with Game Pass, which we used to call the best selling game. That changed last year when Xbox raised the price by 50% to $30 a month, $360 a year. It could be argued that $30 a month for access to hundreds of games and day one new releases is still good value. That price is beyond a no-brainer. Given the unlikeliness that Xbox would lower that price, Brian, what is your recommendation?
Well, I'm gonna break down something I've maybe mentioned on this podcast before, but I've definitely mentioned it on a blog. By the way, I'm just giving myself a shameless plug here. We have a 2-hour episode of Unlocked going just really in depth on all this news. We brought in Greg Hanessa, friend of the podcast, who was an executive at Microsoft in the original Xbox and the 360 days. He's the creator of Xbox Live Arcade, so that was his whole baby. So I really appreciated his perspective on all of this because he's worked there, he's been there. So do check out Unlock this week if you haven't had a chance. But to answer your question, David, my recommendation, and I actually did post this, tweet this. I guess we can still call them tweets. I did tweet this at Asha when, as you mentioned, she and I had a little bit of just a quick Twitter exchange there, where I took the opportunity. I thought, well, if I've got her attention, I'm going to throw her an idea that I had originally mentioned on Unlocked back when the price went up for the third time in 3 years. And as you mentioned, David,
Here's an idea. Now, on your cell phone, right? On your cell phone, you could download a launcher, okay, and which is kind of basically like customizing your phone, right? It's a customized app, And it's like if you want to have a different theme, you have a little different theme, kind of thing. Now, what I like to see is a launcher kind of thing on the Xbox, where you could have a different type of theme for the background. That'd be kind of cool. That would be difficult because I remember on the 360 that you could customize your background on Xbox, even on the Xbox One. Do a little theme, right? Theme. I remember, but I do miss the character. Your Avatar. Bring back the Avatar, right? Hey, and the Avatar on the 360 was pretty cool. That was like you could create your avatar as what you want. I mean, you could say dress your avatar like it's the auditory of Assassin's Creed or Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars. One that armor from uh, the Clone Wars from 2008 to 2000, was it 2014? I guess whatever. Whatever. Or like Iron Man and wearing the armor. I mean, just whatever you want to dress your avatar in. I had mine with the having dressed um like a rebel pilot with twin lightsabers, right? From the Force Unleashed. Pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool. And I also had had my avatar dressed like a Delta Force dude with the lightsabers, man, or the Wolverine claws, man. That was pretty cool. And the thing is, like, it was cool. I mean, it's like really, really cool back then. Um, do I miss it? Do I miss the 360? Yes, I do, because it was. I mean, it was the console platform that the foundation that really changed everything, right? Everything. The Xbox One came out after that in was it 2013, same year as GT5. People still play it. They still play it. And yeah, you know. But it was kind of sad that the Avatar wasn't kind of followed. I miss the Avatar on. I mean, from the 360, dude. Uh, bring it back. Bring it back. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, the 360 era was kind of cool, man. Came out was it? Oh, was it came out in 2005 or six, whatever. Then 7 years later, uh, 7 years later, it was like 2013. The Xbox One, whether it's the Series X or S, whatever, been around for 13 years now. Now I've had my Xbox One for 13 years. Never thought. So here I have an Xbox Series S. Um, great platform, great console. My Xbox One was kind of dying off anyway. I mean, it was like um, it was a Windows 10. It was a Windows 10. Um, it was. I have a Alcatel Alcatel XL first XL. It had Windows 10. Xbox had a Windows 10. And it was kind of dying a little because it was no longer being supported by Microsoft. Now it's like they're forcing you to download what Windows 12 now. Windows 12. What the fuck, dude? Shit. It's like Microsoft is trying to push you to. Well, here you got Windows 11. No. We're gonna release a Windows 12. Look. listen to the consumers. Okay? The consumers know what's right, what's better, because they're using it, right? How many guys are still using Windows 7, right? Or 8, right? 7 and 8 are still being used today, man. Like shit. My son, he is going to school to be a pharmacy tech, and the school that he's going through, we're using Windows 7. Dude. Shit, man. Yeah, Windows XP, Vista, 7, 8, 8.1, 10. Where's 9? Where's 9? Then he had 10. People love Windows 10. The stuff about Windows 10 is dude, dude, you pretty much fucked up by not supporting Windows 10. Okay, there's companies that are using Windows 10, and they're paying. Look, we want to stick with Windows 10. We don't want 11. No. So if the CEO wants to win over fans, how about bring back the avatar from the Xbox 360 and make it relevant now? Right? I mean, shit, dude. I would like to have an avatar on my Xbox, man. Bring back Cortana. Bring her back. Oh no, she had. Oh, fuck it. But we got like fuck Alexa, dude. Fuck Siri. Come on, man. Cortana was popular because of Halo, man, dude. Um, it's really a very big fuck up. I like the idea that you could play Xbox games on your phone. That is cool. That is fucking awesome, man. Really fucking cool, man. Now they have a Steam Deck that you can pick up, and it's basically you're playing. It's equivalent of playing on your PC, but like this. Yeah. Um, why couldn't they have done that years ago? Right? Sony, right? Nintendo. Handheld market was good, really good. Dude, dude. These were pretty cool. These were pretty cool. This is a Sony PSP from 2000. Was it 2 or 3? So about 2000. Was it 2007? Then it ended. Like, oh, dude. Then yeah, the PS Vita, dude. Oh man, that right there. Look, Sony and Nintendo were kicking ass. And why Sony had a wall hair up its ass and canceled their handheld console market? Basically, it's still a PlayStation, but it's handheld. What's wrong with that? People travel. What do you want them to do? Carry a T? Have their kids have a TV and a console in the car? No, they would pick these up and play. Mom and dad could be fucking mom and dad could be fucking in the bathroom, and your kids be like out in the living room playing your games, mind your own business, kicking ass, you know. But no, Sony knows everything. Look, I still like the handheld consoles here, man. This one I've had since was it 2006? 2006? 20 years. I've had this thing. 20 years, I bought my son this PS Vita, and I traded him for he wanted my phone I had, and I go, I'll trade you it for your Vita. All right, there you go. So we traded. I kept this, and like, dude, man, this is like really cool. But how come Microsoft didn't jump on that like then? You know, I mean, you can still play your Xbox, right? But you be out chilling at Lake what the fuck, you know, and you're sitting in the shade having a nice freaking root beer float and whatnot, kick back in the shade, playing your Xbox, man, under a nice shitty tree, kicking ass, man, you know. But no, Microsoft knows everything. Fuck, dude. Microsoft, you guys fucked up right there, man. You guys didn't. I mean, look, you guys were seeing Sony and Nintendo kicking your ass because you didn't compete in that market. The handheld market would have been killer, but no. Is there anything from Nintendo? I mean, is there anything from Nintendo? Is there? I mean, is anybody over there in Japan in uh, Nintendo department? Is there any new consoles or handheld? Probably not. Probably not. Right? Oh, I got the Switch too. That's a handheld. Handheld. Like, is there a Switch console that you hook up to your fucking TV and sit down on your ass and play for about an hour? That bullshit. I mean, Sony is pretty much kicking Nintendo's ass right now. Okay, um, it was Sony, Xbox, it was the PlayStation, the Xbox, and Nintendo's where they have in line here. Um, Sega, Sega, first console to have internet gaming, online gaming. Okay, how come Sega didn't go from there and just kept going, man? Because the pencil pushers and paper pushers didn't like the idea. Nobody cares about these pencil pushing cocksuckers because look, the engineers knew what worked, what would have worked. But no, pencil pushing knows everything. Like, dude, come on, man. But the new CEO,
went up to $30 a month for Game Pass. So there's the premium tier, which is the middle tier, for $15 a month. And my thinking was, okay, if Asha wants an easy win, a quick win, that's in her power to just snap her fingers and do, well, how about throwing Xbox gamers a bone who felt beat down by these year after year price increases on not just Game Pass, but the hardware itself as well. The consoles like $600. So anyway, my thinking was because it's probably unrealistic to ask her that we'll just lower the price of Ultimate back down to $20. That's probably not gonna happen. But what if she made the premium tier for $15 more valuable with idea is for every 3 months that you're subscribed to Game Pass Premium for $50 a month, you get a voucher for one day one game downloads. The premium tier doesn't include day one game downloads by default, which means as long as they accrue, they roll one after the other. If I'm subscribed all year, at the end of the year, I can burn them all if it's big Q4 releases, and I get 4 day one game downloads right then and there. That's what I would like to see. I think if you just threw a little bit of day one game download love to the premium tier.
Exactly. Exactly.
To subscribe to the for $30 where you get everything. But I'd like to see that middle tier, which is pretty reasonably affordable at $15 a month, get maybe a little bit better. That's what I
15 bucks a month's not too bad.
When they raised the price last year, but your idea went absolutely crazy.
That's, I mean, dude, not too bad, man. Not too bad.
What about the price of Game Pass Premium? But what about the price of the console, which got two increases last year, man? What is it, $600 now for Series X?
and 400 for the affordable Series S. That's just that one hurts too. I know most viewers of this show are going to be.
I paid $200 for mine.
Yeah, I know the economics of that are probably more complicated because we're in this.
I paid $200 for mine.
Well, that's affecting hard drives, not SSDs. SSDs are what's in the Xbox, but yeah, I think
I got mine on sale. Mine was on sale for 220 bucks.
It's 20% more expensive for the Series X now than it was on day one. I think she's, it used to be that the consoles would lose money and they would make it up by selling games to raise their price and that's kind of gone away in more recent years for everybody, not just Microsoft. And so I think if she's serious about recommitting to hardware,
How about bring back the Avatar, man? The little character, the little character you have, you know? Come on, man.
bucks and down to 3
If you can't lower the price, increasing the value. You know, we don't see a lot of it anymore. Black Friday rolls around. Bundles. I feel like if you got to keep the same price for the machine in the box, really speaking, a voucher for the Microsoft Studios download. They're practically giving it away for free with Game Pass, Game Pass trial. Why not connect the dots there? Free copy of Forza 5, Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, that's a really good idea. That's idea too. Also, their Xbox is finding great success publishing the games on PlayStation. Forza Horizon 5, for example. But if all of their games are available on PS5, it really makes one wonder, well, what is even the point? Why would I need an Xbox? Outside of Game Pass, which you're saying is not as good a value as the Xbox One. But you should take some kind of a exclusivity period, Brian, for first party games, like a year or something, right?
No, this, now there is a no. That they're saying that she's not a gamer. She's a fake gamer. Um, um, I say this. Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm I want to say this to all Xbox fans here. Before you want, before you to ridicule this new CEO, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt. I want to be the bigger person to say it, but I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm not going to jump the shark. I'm not going to jump the Grand Canyon without a parachute. Now, okay, now I'm going to say this before you criticize, okay, before you criticize the new CEO of Microsoft, okay, the Xbox, okay, give her a chance. Give her a chance. Just be patient. Let her do her job. Let her begin her job so she can prove herself to everybody, man. But here's the thing: don't attack her. Don't attack her. Okay. Don't listen to these internet asshole trolls. Right. Let her do her job to prove to you as Xbox gamers. Hey, I'm an Xbox guy myself. Okay. There you go. So I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt for now. For now. And until then, I'm going to just sit back, chill, let her do her job, let her prove herself. The thing is, as a consumer, we gotta be patient, man. Shit. Um, Still, I would say give her a shot, give her a chance. No, just let her be. Until then, so all right, now, is Jeffrey Epstein alive? Is Jeffrey Epstein truly alive? Were we thrown a curveball? Were we thrown a curveball on this one? Now, it's now we're learning that Jeffrey Epstein has a body double. Now, okay, let's see here. Um, um, okay, let's see here. Let's go here. Now, this is a real question here. Which is Ghislaine Maxwell plays with a body double? That's the question there. No, because there's some India Today conspiracy theories explode over Ghislaine Maxwell video. Um, Short deposition video of Ghislaine Maxwell, a long-time associate of convicted sex offender trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, has triggered online speculation that a woman shown is not Maxwell, but a body double. The footage released by the U.S. House Oversight Committee shows Maxwell appearing remotely from prison and repeatedly invoked Fifth Amendment when questioned about her links to Jeffrey Epstein and her trafficking conviction. Within hours of the publication, screenshots fled online, prompt side-by-side comparisons. The old photo took photo claims of mass difference in her appearance. Some posts went further, allegedly use of stand-in or stage video, a wide shared message on X read. Not only if she's not dead, but Ghislaine Maxwell is not in prison. The woman pictured to the left is clearly not Ghislaine Maxwell on the right. Let's see this. This is the here. That's the picture. That's pretty much. Social media claims focus on appearance. Much comments focus on how Maxwell's face appeared to have changed compared with the photo from before her 2020 arrest. Users pointed to what they said is different nose, a squarer jaw, and no more hooded eyes. Some suggested weight gain or aging, while others pushed claims of body double or stage video. A user wrote, prison seems to have butched up just like Maxwell. She now has a new jawbone and a new nose, middle aged spread, and quite clearly not the same woman. Another user claimed the woman in the prison video looks nothing like Ghislaine Maxwell, adding that this would also mean an image of Epstein's body were fabricated and allegedly both were alive in some remote tropical location under the protection of the CIA. Here's the side-by-side picture. Where she had a slimmer nose, and the imposter has a much wider nose. Ain't that a bitch? Users were dissecting the camera angle and lighting, asking whether prison conditions could really change someone's appearance as such much. Claims spread alongside the long-running conspiracy theories linked to Epstein's 2019 death. Again, the claims spread alongside a long-running conspiracy theories linking to Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 death, alleged death. Public record shows Maxwell, now 63, has been in federal custody since July of 2020 arrest, and is serving a 20-year sentence after her 2021 sex trafficking conviction. February 2026 deposition was conducted virtually from prison and released by congressional investigators. There has been no indication from prison authorities or the court that anyone other than Maxwell appeared in the video. Her attorney, David Oscar Marcus, has previously discussed her appeals, and no point has her uh, at no point has her lawyers suggested identity confusion or substitution. Speculation linked to long-running Epstein conspiracies. The reaction mirrors broader online distrust linked to the Epstein case since Epstein's alleged death in 2020. 2019. In custody, ruled a suicide by medical examiners. Conspiracy narratives have circulated widely, often resurface with each a new document released or public appearance connected to the case. In this instant, however, there's no evidence in official records or deposition itself to suggest the woman shown was not Maxwell. Aging can affect skin, face fullness, and contours. Now, just like Maxwell had a thin, narrow nose. The woman on the side of the picture had a much wider nose. Um, Aging can affect skin, facial fullness, the contours, limited grooming options, dieting, and the absence of cosmetic treatment can further alter how a person appears in camera. Low resolutions, video, harsh lighting, and upward angle all present in the digital feed can distort facial proportions. How about the fucking nose, man? Look at the fucking schnoz, man. Look. Look at the fucking schnozola. Look at the schnoz. Look at the fucking nose. Your nose can't get that big unless someone punched in the fucking nose and made it wider. Okay, this is for Reuters, February 3rd, 2026. Is Epstein still alive? Chilling body swap theory returns. NewsTarget.com email reveals Epstein's interest in body doubles material. What was he replaced with a body double? Or was Jeffrey Epstein replaced with a CIA operative wearing a mask, a rubber mask to look like the bastard? But of course, we're all gonna be all called. You guys are conspiracy theorists. You guys need to get out the TV. We don't know he's dead. Um, I I find this very fucking funny, man. But not in a haha sense, more of a yeah. This is just really fucking nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Is he alive? Honestly, I don't know. I think we're all being played here. I think we're all being think we're all just being played here. I think it's pretty much that if you really think he's either dead or alive, or the CIA is good at making rubber mask, and and I think, in my opinion, um, do I think people believe he's dead? I do, but I also believe that some people believe that he's not really dead. He's was snuck out, replaced with a body double, or a CIA or Israeli operative wearing a rubber mask to look like Epstein died. Because Jeffrey Epstein was a Israeli asset. He was buddy with Bibi Bitchy Netanyahu. I mean, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Um, simple as that. You know, um, but again, let's see here.
Xbox.
Let's see here. Now, I would definitely would like to say this, and I'll be honest, guys. Um, um, the U.S. Israel war with Iran could be a war crime, right? A war crime. Do I think that the Iranian scientists and engineers were creating a nuclear weapon? I don't know. Probably not. Can't, Um, look, the UN Security Council. I mean, look, the whole attack on Iran was like uncalled for. It was uncalled for. Um, a buddy of mine, a Tin Man, was is going to cover this Monday, so I will be on either Tin Man TV or the Red Table on the Worldwide Resistance Network, talking about the U.S. Israeli attack on Iran. I don't think Congress had. I don't think Congress gave the okay. I think that Netanyahu bitch want to complain to get his way to attack Iran. Do I think Iran has nuclear weapons? I don't think so. But the thing is, if Iran was creating something nuclear, maybe it was look, check out. Nuclear capabilities can be used for creating power, to generate power throughout the country, right? Like electricity, right? Um, because there's many ways of using nuclear positively, you but do I think that Iran is working on a nuclear weapon? I don't know. I don't think so. You know. Um, I think the reason for the attack is that Netanyahu wanted to bomb Iran. You know, I don't think they're a threat to us at all, honestly. Because I mean, has Russia attacked us? Has China attacked us? No. Has Iran attacked us? No. Has any other country attacked us? Like, I mean, North Korea is pretty fucking stupid anyway. I mean, dude. I mean, they're still back 70 years, man. Dude. Yeah. Um, but honestly, 73 years ago in 1953, okay, here we are. President Mossadegh nationalized the oil. Okay, the people of Iran voted him in. The people voted. He nationalized the oil, and Britain wanted a peace. The UK wanted a peace, and Iran said no. So what happened in '53? CIA, MI6 started their little campaign of propaganda, bullshit. You didn't really understand what you know. Um, it's all about what the elites want. If they wanted a piece of the pie of someone's oil or their national, their earth element, whatever it is, they're going to get it no matter what. I mean, for example, Venezuela. They went in there, got Maduro. But Venezuela is the largest has the largest oil reserve on Earth. I think that he was taken, even though he's an idiot. I think he was removed to take the oil because Venezuela had the largest oil reserves ever, larger than the Middle East, larger than the United States, um, and so now we're hearing Trump wants to take over Cuba. Wants to take over Cuba. Wants to take Cuba. Wants to take over Cuba. That's really just fucked up, man. Fucked up. Trump went from want to take over Greenland, which that's probably on hold, to wanting to take over and want to take Cuba. No, no, we're not England. We're not. I mean, look, you understand. We're not going to take over every fucking country, man. I mean, we have the Virgin Islands, we have Puerto Rico. Like, dude, what gives us the right to take over someone else's territory, man? Right? Like, for example, okay, for example, Greenland, right? Greenland is a sovereign territory protected under the crown of Denmark, right? And Denmark is a NATO country. You know, I don't think he's doing a good job right now. I think he's pretty much fucking up in a very big way. Um, to me, it's all ego. Um, all ego, fulfilling a bucket list for his ass. Um, I think it's it's um, it's to me it's very idiotic, man. It is. Um, I'm speaking from the heart here, from the heart. Honestly, the attack of Iran is a war crime. I mean, look at World War II. You had war criminals, Nazi war criminals, right? Most of them hid. They're still hiding, but they're dead now. They're gone. No, the ones that did escape were caught. Some died. Yeah. Um, I mean, it's just one thing that we all got to really pay attention, and understand. The 20th century is kind of weird, very, very weird, very, very weird, but a very interesting time too. So interesting, but weird. Um, Also, the scariest time as well, politically and globally. Weird and terrifying. Um, right now, we're living in a time that is more determined to add more fear, add more terror to the people of the world, even further and further. I don't like it. I think it's barbaric on so many levels. Because of because of technology, because the advancement of technology. It's We're in the new Cold War. We're in the second era of the Cold War. Okay, but this is more technically advanced equivalent version. Is it scary, terrifying? You bet your ass it is. And I'll admit this, man. I will say this. It is a very um and you got ideology thrown in the mix. You got this generational that's just completely, you um my generation is becoming the baby boomers of this era. But we're not like our parents or grandparents. Okay, we as Gen Xers, we're different. We have Generation X has become emotionally constipated, and we haven't given a shit in a very long time, and we'll probably won't give a shit, you know, because we're now in our 50s, if we're in and and then you have the millennials that are in their 40s, mid 30s now. You got Gen Zs in their late 20s, right? Late 20s. And you got Gen Alpha in their early teens, preteens, but the thing is, we adapted. We adapted, man. We have adapted, you know, um, in very in a very scary way. in a very scary way because we didn't rely on the internet. Gen X didn't need the internet. We didn't need it. Didn't need the internet at the time. You went to we met our friends in person. We went and in school or outside school, if something was needed to get dealt with, it was done right then and there. Right? It was done right then and there. If someone was talking shit, we dealt with it right then and there. If we needed to wait to get off the school campus, hey, we waited. If we saw you, we kicked. We we pretty much sent you a message. Either that, we kicked your ass for talking shit. But we're in a different time now. Most of us are in our mid to late 50s, late 40s. Right? There. But we lived through the time that you youngsters wouldn't even comprehend or understand. You guys have it. You guys have it easy. You guys have it easy. You know, um, too fucking easy. Way too easy, man. Way too fucking easy, dude. We had drive-ins. We had all that shit. Man. Good time. And but the whole idea of the United States and Israel attacking Iran, that's is a complete war crime. A complete war crime. You know. So, all right, guys. My name is Reverend Ordo. And if you're new to this has been the Sunday morning news on Gray Jedi TV here on the Anonymous Republic Network. And if you guys are new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And we'll all see you next time in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Put it bless.